Bro, if I were you, I'd stop eating those bananas and start filling out job applications. I'm just saying, bro. What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? Wow. But before we get into the news, I gotta share with you guys, if you want to game with me every day, you want to join an awesome gaming community, become a sponsor, patreon.com/Obi1Plays, and we are doing a console giveaway this month for the sponsors. We're going to be giving away either an Xbox One S or a Nintendo Switch. You could choose between those two. All you got to do is become a sponsor, and guess what? A $2 sponsor gets you in the door. You got $2 in your pocket right now. Go to Patreon and win a console. All right, bro. This is shocking, bro. This is really unexpected. You know how we've been waiting and waiting for Retro Studios' game to be announced? And waiting and waiting. Well, it looks like not everything is going too well in Donkey Kong Land. Bro, according to a number of current see, it's all right when you have former staffers because they just a little salty. But this is coming from a number of current and former staffers. The Texas-based company Retro Studios, several staffers have left extremely negative reviews on Glassdoor, citing factors such as poor upper management, poor communication, and one employee went as far to suggest that Nintendo is planning on shutting down the studio. Bro. Some are saying that, well, the big rumor is that half of Retro Studios' team is expecting Nintendo to shut it down. That it's not looking good for Retro Studios right now. Gunslinger saying, bro, lucky I caught the stream. I got no notification that it started live streaming. Yeah, YouTube, make sure your bell is on for my channel. I get that all the time. But, dudes, not good news. Everyone watching the stream, give the stream a thumbs up. Let's get the stream over 100 likes. Bro, because, first of all, does Nintendo have any other Western studios than Retro Studios? I can't think of it off the top of my head. Maybe I'm missing one. But is Retro Studios their only other, is there only Western first party studios? Nintendo doesn't have any. All the other studios are in Japan. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I can't think of any other studios other than Retro. But this is what you got to think too. Because back in the day, Retro Studios wasn't even responsible for Donkey Kong. That was Rare. And then Rare got bought out by Microsoft. And so Retro took on the Donkey Kong responsibilities. And it seems like Nintendo just pigeonholed them into Donkey Kong games only. What other games have we gotten from Retro Studios in recent times other than Donkey Kong? Come on. And you have to say this. Metroid. It's already been rumored, and I think Nintendo even said it. Retro Studios is not working on the next Metroid game. Metroid Prime 4, everything is pointing towards, I think, Bandai Namco or a Japanese studio working on the game. And it makes sense. I've heard that behind the scenes too, because the retro studios that we see today is not the retro studios that gave us Metroid Prime on the GameCube. Most of the developers or a lot of the key developers on Metroid Prime on the GameCube, they left and started doing the Halo series. That's why if you play Halo, Halo has a lot of similarities as far as gameplay with Metroid Prime, because a lot of those developers moved on to do the Halo series. And so Retros is a different studio than it was back in the day, but I was hoping that we would get more and more games from Retro. Now it looks like, how certain is this Star Fox racing game? You notice that Star Fox racing game was completely absent at E3. Now, I'm not saying this game is canned. There's still a possibility that this game will come into fruition, but it's not sounding good right now, bro. It's not no, Shanunja, this is shocking, bro. Retro Studios might shut down. If that's not shocking, I don't know what is. Bro, Retro Studios has so much history, man. Well, since the GameCube, right? That's when I started knowing about Retro Studios. Metroid Prime on the GameCube. I don't remember they did anything on the Nintendo 64. Because it was Rare who did a lot of the Nintendo 64 games. Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong Racing, all those games were from Rare. Retro, yeah, Rare even did the Donkey Kong games on the Super Nintendo, I think. But man, still hoping for a Metroid Prime Trilogy HD for Switch before. I really don't want, I just want a new Metroid game. I already said that a million times. I don't want no more remakes. I want a new Metroid game. But I don't know what else to say. I'm a loss for words. I can't believe this could happen to Retro Studios. And there's a big cultural difference. You got to go through the whole language barrier. I understand. I get all that. But I wouldn't expect them to come out and just throw shade at Nintendo. What's up, KT? I see you in the chat. I hope you're having a great day, KT. Yeah, KT, Retro Studios, man. Wowzers. I really hope that they work things out behind the scenes with Nintendo. And because Nintendo needs as many studios as possible, especially Western studios. Because yeah, I don't know if they have any other Western studios other than Retro. I mean, don't get me wrong, Nintendo's first-party studios are still awesome. But, man, it sucks. Yeah, Rare did them for the Super Nintendo as well. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it was Rare, not Retro. So, as of late, Retro just been pigeonholed into the Donkey Kong Country franchises. And I was hoping that we would get their new game, because they've been real quiet for years, bro. So they had to been working on something. So hopefully the projects that they're working on haven't been canned, even though it's not sounding good for the studios, that the studio might shut down. Wow, bro. And it's so funny, at a time where Microsoft, their last E3, they were announcing studio acquisition after studio acquisition, growing. Of course, Nintendo's still growing. Their Switch is killing it. But it's never good to hear that an awesome studio could potentially be shut down. And where there's smoke, there's fire. All right, let me take some comments from the main chat. What do you guys think about Retro Studios possibly shutting down? Do you care? What are your thoughts? KT says, Donkey Kong has always been my favorite. Do you think someone else will pick it up? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Donkey Kong is in Smash. Donkey Kong is one of their first IPs, the original Donkey Kong arcade cabinets. And so Donkey Kong will live on. If it's gonna be in-house at Nintendo, EDA, what is Nintendo's first party in Japan? Donkey Kong is gonna be fine. Maybe, and maybe just maybe, Nintendo doesn't see the financial benefit of continuing to invest in an entire studio just for one gaming series, which is Donkey Kong. That's all they've been doing lately. And so maybe Nintendo's just going to pull the plug on retro and just keep everything in Japan. I don't know, bro. I don't know. What's up, Zach? Zach, it's great for you to be hanging out with us yesterday, bro. Zach Attack. So, that's the news, dudes. Retro Studios might be going bye-bye. According to these internal sources, internal staffers, and former staffers are saying that they're afraid Nintendo is looking to shut down the studio, which is not good. All right. I'll be hopping right back on. I'm in a Cuphead mood, so I'm probably gonna be playing some Cuphead in a little bit. But what do you guys think about this news, man? Not good, bro. Not good, bro. Not good, bro. Sound off in the comment section below. I want to know. Before you go, bro, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things gaming. Yo, we out, boy. Dixie, cuz the ponytails.